EA Sports. And the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Browns and the Bills, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here, they're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Buffalo offense ready to bring out their high-powered attack. And at the center of it all, of course, the rocket arm man in his 5th year out of Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers for him from a week ago: 11 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though. He knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Allen now on first down. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101, because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back, because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Well, now how about this return? And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. The Bills at 5-4 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
After 1, 7-3 the score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete downfield to James. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 6 yards away. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
York now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 24-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 20. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. Greg Newsome. Stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's again to Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Play action. Now it's Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes...
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
And they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start with an AFC East matchup. The New York Jets taking on New England in Foxborough. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. The Bears locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. A touchdown pass there for Davis Mills. On to a look at the next-gen stats for the Browns in that first half. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bills, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Now Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Watson's throw on target to James. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Watson now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. swing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And it's caught. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Allen now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So a very important first drive in the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with does something else to keep the defense off balance.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. From the 27, Watson puts it on the carpet. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are. And a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You got to walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was the rookie James Cook who took it in to finish the drive. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. To about the 40-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now it's Crowder. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On first down, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Watson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Again, it's Watson. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Milano in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Watson. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. It has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. To throw is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they will take a knee here. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Buffalo, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.